Hello and welcome. Our top story: in a housing society in Noida outside of Delhi, protests after an employer allegedly beat and kept a domestic help hostage for 24 hours. According to reports, there was a dispute over pay. The relatives of the young woman arrived in the morning after she didn't return at night and held protests and even a scuffle with the security guards at the housing society in Sector 78 of Noida.
रात को गया उनका घर, दूसरा का नहीं आए, हमारा घर पे नहीं आए। पुलिस लेके गया, पुलिस नहीं, पहली दूसरी मैडम को साथ लेके गया, कहीं नहीं आए। फिर पुलिस लेके गया, पुलिस दूसरा का नहीं आए हमारा घर पे, वो नहीं है हमारा घर पे। पूरा रात को यहाँ पे बैठे इंतजार करा, आज सुबह हंगामा करा, पढ़ने के बाद उसको निकल दे दिए, मारपीट करके यूज करके उसको सुबह निकल दिए।
इनिशियल जानकारी आपको भी अब तक लग गई होगी कि दोनों पक्ष एक दूसरे पे एलिगेशन लगा रहे हैं। उनका कहना है कि वो चोरी करके, महिला जो इनकी मेड सर्वेंट थी उसने चोरी किया था और उन्होंने जब ये कह दिया कि स्वीकार कर लिया तो उसने कहा हम इसको सार्वजनिक कर देंगे, इस पे वो चली गई थी। इनका कहना है कि नहीं, उन्होंने बंधक बना रखा था। सवेरे उसका कहना है कि गेट पे हमारी पत्नी को मारपीट के बाहर डाल गए। इनका कहना है कि नहीं, वो रात में यहीं कहीं परिसर में छुपी थी जो सवेरे मिली। अब विवेचना से देखा जाएगा सत्य क्या है, कौन सत्य है।
Abhishek Singh now joins us for more on this story. Abhishek, what's the latest you have on this, and is there any clarity where the woman was in the night?
Rohit, multiple versions. There is one version which is of the police. There is one version which is of the house help Zohra and her relatives and also her neighbors. Then there is the version of Mr. Sethi, Mrs. Sethi and the residents of Mahagun Modern. So first things first, Zohra says that she was held captive by the Sethis inside the bathroom and was beaten up. I just met her. She stays in a slum nearby, and she clearly seemed to be in a state of shock as she narrated the entire ordeal to us. We also spoke with the Sethis, of course. Mr. Sethi told us, contradicting Zohra's claim that she was held captive at his house. Mr. Sethi claims that she ran away at 5:30 in the evening when his wife, Mrs. Sethi, confronted her, saying that she has been stealing money. According to him, she stole 10,000 rupees, and when she was confronted, she ran away, leaving her mobile phone behind. And after that, there is a lot of confusion over where she was. But later it emerged in the day that she, according to an old lady who also stays in the same society, that she, Zohra, for the entire duration, for the entire night, right after 6:30, after she ran away from the Sethi's house, she was at her place and spent the night there, saying she was not feeling too well and requesting her if she can spend the night at her place. Now, this statement, this old lady who doesn't want to come on record has given her statement to the police. And then, of course, there is the police's version, which says that, she was found outside the Mahagun Modern Society by her relatives after they had gathered there a huge mob of 300 to 400 people, which, of course, as we've been sending pictures earlier, would make it clear that there was indeed a huge mob of 300 to 400 people which had gathered. There was some stone pelting which happened. They were apparently, according to residents and security personnel who are at Mahagun Modern, they started pelting stones. We even entered Mr. Sethi's house. We could clearly see the broken glass lying on the floor, shattered on the floor. Some flower pots were also sort of broken and toppled. So here's what we know so far. And upon meeting with Zohra, I also found out just a little while ago that while the police is claiming that she was taken to a hospital, district hospital, these guys are saying that she was barely there for 5 minutes and hardly any treatment was given to her. And she is lying here on her bed, clearly in a state of shock. Her husband also spoke to us, saying that they don't even know which hospital to take her to now.
Abhishek, do we know where this Zohra Bibi is right now? And the employees have alleged that she stole some 10,000 rupees. Have they provided any evidence to that effect?
There is no evidence of her stealing the money. But I am in the slum where Zohra Bibi stays. I am right next to her. She's barely 10 feet from me right now. and there is, of course, a huge crowd of her relatives and all those people who stay here in the slums. And, remember, these people were also beaten up in the morning by the guards and security personnel and also police while trying to push them out of the society once they tried to enter it, break open. So they were also beaten up. So a couple of them also here, they have some injuries on their back, on their legs, on their heads. So there's several people here who were beaten up as well.
Right, Abhishek Singh, for the moment, thanks very much for joining us with those details. All right, Amitoj Singh is there in Sector 78 of Noida. For more, it's over to him.
Well, thanks so much for that, Rohit. This is really a special edition of Agenda, and what we are doing right now is we are standing outside a society in Noida, which is in the National Capital Region. Right behind me is the society that I'm talking about. It is called Mahagun. And also, interestingly, that is the main road on my left, which my camera person will just show to you. And there's a lot of people out here gathered. There was this morning, in a shocking incident, in different reports in terms of the numbers, close to 500 people is what some reports are saying. The police is also referring to the number of 200. They were outside the gate of this society and they were actually throwing stones inside the society. Now, what really happened? This is regarding 17,000 rupees that allegedly a maid actually stole. And while our focus will be on what's happened out here, as you can see, the residents really disturbed by what happened. It all happened at 5, 6 in the morning. So you wake up and you suddenly see that there are 500 people inside your society and they are basically, being violent. They're actually trying to get inside one house where that maid is from, because the maid alleged that she was harassed by that family, the couple in that house. However, the couple have completely denied that. And the police also, prima facie, are indicating that the couple, this entire society, is on the right. However, there is always that thought that there was a woman who is a maid, she's an underprivileged person, and therefore she may be somebody who's been sidelined and not thought of. However, we're showing you pictures right now of different, elements of what's really happened. What we do know at this point in time is that there's CCTV footage of that maid who has actually claimed that she was, in fact, harassed, kept inside the house of that couple for 2 days. And at the same time, she was beaten. And that, in fact, is corroborated by the fact that her husband has put that in an FIR. What is the reality that is being seen prima facie? There was a CCTV footage at 6 o'clock in the morning that was seen of her emerging from a house, which is of another lady, where she went and spent the night after she was told by the couple that because you stole the 17,000 rupees and we know about that, we will complain against you and you will not be able to work in this society ever again. So she got panicky. She told her husband about what happened, and then the husband decided to do whatever he did, basically gather a lot of people, villagers, and then attack this society early in the morning. Imagine, in the National Capital Region, 500 people entering a society, there are only so many guards that can stop them, and then finally you have a situation which basically goes out of control. The police, of course, cannot react that fast early this morning. And that is really when these residents, and correct me if I'm wrong, all of you, a lot of you came down, the men of the families, and you actually sent them back. Is that correct? Yeah. All right. So you don't expect that in the National Capital Region, so close to the I would say Delhi.
A lot of uncorroborated facts are there.
Yes.
You say that villagers.
Yes. You can sit.
No.
Otherwise they'll not be seen.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. You want everyone to come, right?
Absolutely.
So basically, it's not all villagers. The maids, associations and all those stuff, they all came banging on, wherein, our guards, they really helped us out, and that too, they wanted to kill that family, as per their, Bengali?
No, I don't.
You don't know, so you won't be understanding that, right? So let's talk it about.
We will talk about that. We will talk about the details, but there is also, like I said earlier, we have a number of guests who are joining us, who will give us the bigger picture. We have Amod Kant, who is joining us live from Delhi. He's a former commissioner of Delhi Police and, of course, chairman of the Domestic Workers Sector Skills Council. Thank you so much, sir, for being with us. From Mumbai, Anupam Singham, co-founder of Book My Buy. So he knows a little bit about employment of maids and domestic helps. Also, we have joining us right here, Nikhil Chandra, who is a business head of Domestic Maid Training and Placement Agency. So he has a larger picture of what really goes on. Interestingly, we're also going to be joined by hopefully, we are hoping that we'll be joined by the domestic help's relatives. We're talking about Zora, the woman who's made these allegations. Her husband is the man who's basically gathered a lot of people to attack this place. And of course, Harshul Sethi, the employer. And if I understand correctly, we will be joined by her on the phone line, and I'll wait for that indication. But first, I just want to get a sense from somebody who understands this larger picture. Nikhil, it's scary. I mean, that you wake up in the morning and you see that there's a mob almost outside your house. Now, that is an allegation, of course, but with so many people saying it, you can't really deny that 500 people walked in. So, have you ever seen such a case in your career, in your understanding, because you've dealt with a lot of domestic helps?
So, not of this scale. So, we do see cases, and which is kind of rampant also, wherein domestic workers are also abused, and there are cases where domestic workers would, you know, be in somebody's house and would be misutilizing that place in certain ways. So there are cases in multiple numbers, but not of this scale.
Okay, that's clear. Now, if I could ask you, sir, whose fault is it, do you think? Because this is a small issue, really. It happens very often. You know, a maid actually steals something and then there are allegations made, but it never becomes so big. Why do you think it became so big, and who's at fault in not being able to control it?
First of all, I want to add one thing. You are mentioning that villager was there outside, but it was not at all villagers. And I just want to give you one fact.
Can I just say one thing?
Yeah.
That's your version. The police.
No.
Hold on. The SSP, Love Kumar, has been spoken to, and what we understand is that's their version.
Yeah. Since we are living in this locality, we know that villagers, the locals who are living here, none of the person was there among that mob. All the person was the people whom we so-called Bangladeshi. Those guys was there, and those people were standing in front of the gate, and I was standing there since morning 6 o'clock on the gate. And while we have handed over that maid to the people there, and I was there, maid was perfectly all right. She was not having at all, no problem. Even it was there on the gate.
Let him finish.
So that part is there, and you are asking me who is at fault. We are also trying.
500 people entered your society. 500 people entered your society. So who's at fault?
So we are really afraid and reserved to give a comment that who is at fault. If you are take it, we specifically talk about that. So first is the administration of this society, so-called is the Mahagun administration. They need to stop them. Second is the police. Then we have requested them to. We have requested them.
Okay, understood. To come here. You know, it's interesting that all of you have to say something. One second. Hold on. You need to listen to Harshul Sethi. Don't you want to listen to Harshul Sethi? Let's listen to Harshul. Harshul, we must listen to. Now that's the lady who was actually employing that woman, the maid, the house help. So, Harshul, if you can hear me, aapko kya kehna hai? What is it that you want to say first about what happened? Because a lot of your society members, and this is quite heartening, that they're all supporting you out here, and they all came down, and basically because of their action, you and your family had only one broken window inside your house, which I did see right now, and nothing else really. You were safe, and the security guards also out here made sure that you were not damaged.
Sir, I just want to say we are safe. We are not at all safe. You know how much we would have been killed today. You know how many people were there? How many people were there? They were just about to kill us. If these my resident of Mahagun and guards, if they would have not saved us, we would have died. मेरा 8 साल का बच्चा जिसको मैं खींच के बाथरूम में लेके गई हूँ, क्योंकि उन्होंने शीशा मेरे बच्चे के ऊपर तोड़ दिया. They came by 7 o'clock in the morning and he was sleeping and the judge started. We don't know कि हुआ क्या है. हमें हमारी गलती नहीं पता है. We don't know कि हमारे साथ ऐसा क्यों हो रहा है. अगर आपको पूरी स्टोरी पता है, आपने पूरा सीसीटीवी कैमरेज देखा होगा, आपको पता होगा ये सब प्लानिंग किया उसने. और मेरी गलती क्या है कि मैंने उससे सिर्फ इतना इंसिस्ट किया था कि अगर तुमने चोरी की है तो चलो फैसिलिटी में चल के एक बार बात कर लो. तो शी सेड आई विल नॉट गो टू फैसिलिटी. आप मेरा यहीं पे पैसा काट लो, मैंने चोरी की है बट मुझे फैसिलिटी में वहीं जाना है. मैंने कहा नहीं, बिकॉज मैं रेजिडेंट हूँ. आज की डेट में मैंने अगर तुम्हारी बात छुपाई तो कल मेरे साथ गलत हो सकता है.
Okay. Thank you for that. We had enough reports on this throughout the day, and we knew that this is what you would say. Just to let everyone know, she was almost tearful, and she's basically said that if it was not for all of you, then she may have died, is what she said. You wanted to say something. Go ahead.
What I want to say that initially the guys who were there, in fact Rahul was there, I came a bit late, right? What inside happened, what these so-called mob frenzy people told their family, you should listen to him. You should listen to him. Please. Rahul, please.
Actually, around we were here since 5:30. The mob was obviously increasing. At around 7:30, they broke the gate. They broke the hardly around 10, 15 policemen were there. They rushed inside the house, which is a ground floor house. They surrounded the house from all three sides. They started attacking. They started throwing stones. One door, which is a French window kind of a door, that got broken and they went inside. Now when they went inside, they were around 10, 15.
The story has been told, but I need you to add something more.
Exactly. So what they said was हम उनको बोलना शुरू किया, वहाँ पर एक लेडी है, बच्चा है, वो कहेंगे उस लेडी की हम उस औरत की हम इज्जत लूट लेंगे, हम उस बच्चे को मार देंगे. हम लोग उनको बार बार हम पुश करते रहे पीछे. That is what we were doing.
That's what you wanted to say. Okay, I just want to go across to Amod Kant, who's somebody who's been with the police, but is also somebody who really works in an NGO that works for domestic workers. Sir, as you look at the bigger picture of what happens in India, there may be an understanding in India that domestic help has not been treated as the best that it could be. And you look at this particular case, because there's already a sense of, well, if I can say this, sympathy towards domestic help because they are poor, you show sympathy towards them. Do you think they are also in a position to take advantage of that?
In fact, now I've heard the major part of the story and one doesn't know what exactly happened. I mean, it's all very confusing. But there are two sides of it. Number one, I mean, I can look at the whole thing from the police point of view also. And obviously, since I am heading perhaps India's only government-supported body on domestic workers, so that part also I am able to understand. See, on the one side, let me clarify that India has nearly 20 million domestic workers, 2 crore of them, and they are not organized. They are totally unorganized. They are not given legal status so far, and then there is no terms and conditions, service conditions laid down for them. There is no contract as employers. I mean, domestic work is not at all a profession right now. So they are completely losing out from that point of view that they not being a profession, that is not a recognized profession. That is one part. That's one part. Now the second part about the incident, as I have heard just now, everybody is talking around. Now the issue is that let us say there are two allegations. One side is that this woman who is working in a particular household as a domestic help, she stole rupees 17,000.
Right, sir.
If that 17,000, let us say there was an allegation of stealing 17,000, I am not aware whether these people, the householders, had lodged a complaint to the police and whether police had registered an FIR.
No, sir.
See, if there was an allegation,
get your point.
there was some allegation.
But it all
no,
happened
if there was
so
an
fast.
allegation,
9 o'clock in the night is when they discovered. I understand. So the investigation is important and it happened very fast. I just want to go across to the first point that you made up. And Anupam Singham is with us. He's a co-founder of Book My Buy. Is that the advantage that your company gives? Because it gives some security to both sides, the people who are employing a maid and the maid.
Absolutely. I mean, today whenever somebody hires a domestic help through Book My Buy, the employer signs a contract with Book My Buy stating there cannot be any mental or physical harassment or abuse of any form. At the same time, the domestic help also signs a contract clearing off that she does not have any criminal background or she has not done any crime in the past, and these are our jobs and responsibilities. Everything is on paper. So at least the wind is clear out here that we know the domestic help knows what to expect out of the work. The employer knows what to expect out of domestic work, or domestic helper. So there is no confusion later. Like Mr. Amod clearly mentioned that as of now this industry is extremely unorganized. People are hiring domestic helps from the road itself. So there is no contract per se which is there as of now. So it will be very difficult for the employer also to actually prove that whether the salary was paid on time or not, or what salary was pre-decided. We see cases like the maid actually harassing the employer saying
Thanks
that
so much for that,
when
Anupam.
we started work, we had pre-decided our salary was this much.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Anupam and Amod, I would have loved to have a longer conversation with you, but as you can see, the emotions have been running so high out here. Before I finally get your words, sir, I just want to actually speak to a woman out here who claims to be somebody who knows that maid in question. आपने कहा है कि उसने वो चोरी नहीं करी है.
उसने चोरी नहीं किया सर, उसको इल्जाम लगाया जा रहा। वो पैसे लेने गई और पैसे लेने गई, उसको अंदर बुलाया, अंदर बुला करके उसको पता नहीं क्या किया, मारा पीटा उसको और बेहोश कर दिया।
आप कह रहे हो पता नहीं क्या किया?
सर उसको दवाई खिला दी या मारा उसके अंदर तो हम नहीं देख सकते।
नहीं पता पर?
जी सर, उसके
अंदर
अंदर
उसको देखा, आप उससे मिले हो?
जी सर।
कहाँ देखा, कब मिले?
वो सर अभी गार्ड में सुबह हमें देखा और कल सुबह मिली हमें, जब काम पे आई, जब काम पे आई थी, जब मिली हम लोगों को।
आप कह रहे हो कि वो शॉक में थी, मतलब हिली हुई थी क्या?
जी सर, बेहोश थी। सुबह में तो बेहोश मिली, इनके घर में मिली, मैम के जो घर में काम करती है।
देखिए ये एक सेकंड, आप क्या कह रहे हैं?
ये झूठ कह रही है, कोई वो बेहोश नहीं मिली थी, ये झूठ कह रही है, ये झूठ कह रही है।
Okay. So we're getting different versions, but guys, because we are India, we can hear the other person. Okay, let's just hear the other person. Okay, that's the only thing. Yes.
My name is Ahmed. I have a bigger picture or a bigger.
One by one.
I have a bigger picture and a bigger things to question about. Yeah. Why we only question for about the human rights to the people who are so-called poor.
Yeah.
I agree that there are situations wherein they are lying up into difficult situations.
Okay.
But in today's scenario, what I realized after it was that even we have a human rights.
Okay.
Just give me a minute.
Yeah.
When a human rights activist came, they took only one version from those particular people. Right. I had a question: are we also not human?
Absolutely.
And whenever.
We don't have time. Unfortunately, we are completely out of time. As much as I would love to have all of you comment, if you can give it to me in literally 5 seconds. Sorry about this.
Sir, don't you think that this is a mass exodus of this Bangladeshi Chakma refugees? They are just making a mass exodus in all the big cities.
Okay.
And they are a nuisance to our society. What do you say?
Thank you. Oh, quickly then.
These people are simply cooking stories to defame the family. We know the lady personally and she's a very kind-hearted person. She cannot misbehave with a maid.
Thank you so much. Thank you all. And Nikhil, you want to give a closing comment? Yeah.
So I just want to add, bringing the frenzy a little down.
Bringing the frenzy down a little bit, yeah.
So there are two elements of it. One is regarding crime and other is regarding domestic sector.
Yeah.
So domestic sector is becoming professional, it's emerging, where people are employing. We see a union kind of situation here.
Okay.
And this is how this sector will, evolve into a more professional thing.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you everyone. Thank you everyone for coming out here and giving us your opinion. And of course, आपको भी thank you कि आप अकेले आए और आपने अपना वर्जन दिया. Well, this is the situation out here in Noida. It's still very tense and there's a lot of frenzy, as you can see. People still talking and very worried about their house. The police, of course, saying that the investigation is going on. And even now, policemen are all out here in this society and, of course, outside. They've been here since this morning. So we will also be tracking this story very closely. Thank you so much for joining us on this very special show of Agenda.